This is the entire part of what we need to check and change the oil. This is the oil dipstick. You pull this out and check your oil. You can see I don't have any oil in because I've already drained the oil, but I'm going to show you how that happens. So you want to check your oil every time before you run the mower, every single time. They make it foolproof. If there's an ad line, it's just a typical dipstick. Now, this is where you drain the oil, and you see that's running right down the side of my lawnmower. This elbow is facing up. That's when you're running the lawnmower. After you're done changing the oil, you want this elbow to be facing up, and then this nut goes on as tight as possible. It's just hand tightened right now. You want it to be tightened with a wrench. So first thing first is to remove this, which you would do with a wrench. Like I said, I've already done this, so it's just hand tightened. You would just need to turn it once or twice with a wrench, and then it will it'll be loose enough to hand open. Okay, so then this is a pipe wrench that I have already set to the size to turn this. Let's get the other side maybe. And then once it moves, you can actually move it by hand. And at this point, oil would start pouring out. And I poured it into this little cup. And then you would just let all of the oil drain out. Okay, and now it's time to put the oil back in. So I'm gonna pull this back up. Oops, sorry. Put this thing back on. And I should have a better wrench around here somewhere. Hard telling. It's smarter to keep your tools close. And then you always want to hold your wrench. So I think, I don't remember now. Cara told me and I forgot. Okay, well this will get it on anyways. Okay, now that's nice and tight. And I'm going to go get a funnel so we can pour some oil in there. So it's time to put in the oil. We're going to remove the dipstick, set it aside, and just put a funnel in here. Now, I bought oil. You can buy it at a lot of places. You can even buy it at the gas station. This is small engine oil, 30 weight. That's what SAE 30 means. You don't need, what we put on our cars is 10W30 or 10W40 depending on the season. You don't need the 10W part for small engines. Now I need something to get this off besides my fingernail. That worked. We're just going to pour it in. This is 48 ounces. I'm going to do about 3/4 of this because I'm not sure exactly how much it takes. And you do not want to overfill. Of course, now that you know how to change the oil, you can just drain it all out. Now I'm just checking. I'm not checking to see exactly how the oil is. I just want to see where we are on that fill line. I think I'm gonna let it sit and then recheck it. Okay, so I let the oil sit for a bit and it looked like it needed more, so I ended up putting the whole 2 quarts in. And now I'm not sure if I've overfilled it or not. We'll wipe this on a rag. Sorry, holding the camera with one hand. Okay, so clean dipstick. And it looks like, I'm not focusing, but it looks like we are in the right at the add line. So what I'm going to do is, I don't need to run it right now, but when I do run it, I will run it for a few minutes and then check it again and just make sure that it has enough. Like I said, I don't want to overfill it, but you don't want to run it too long underfilled either. But there's definitely enough in there that I'm not going to harden the engine if I start it. So that's it. That's how you change your oil on your Craftsman 3,000-year-old lawnmower.